Okay with that. Come on, guy. I mean, it's I don't know if it's this league that gets people to completely check out on being rational. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, literally, if I was a player in the first, I'd be like, no, they got to go because they're involved in another league and it makes us all look bad. You know, there ought to be representation on those.
The second day of USA basketball training camp commenced in Durham, North Carolina, with Caitlin Clark continuing her participation alongside the assembled roster. Initial observations from the first day's activities showed moderate interest levels, with viewer engagement and social media metrics appearing lower than anticipated across various platforms announcing the Team USA roster. Questions surrounding women's basketball's current momentum have emerged, with noticeable shifts in enthusiasm compared to peak interest periods. Several factors may contribute to this trend, including ongoing CBA negotiations that leave the 2026 WNBA season status uncertain. This uncertainty could affect fan investment and viewership patterns during the offseason.
You know, there ought to be representation on those committees that are not involved in any other league, at least in the United States. Here we are. So, one of the people that makes a comment or a statement on what they think is going on here echoes what I said. I think it's very likely that they wanted this authorization, a vote on authorization to strike to be.
Clark addressed media members, confirming she feels completely healthy and prepared for competition. During her remarks, she reflected on her USA basketball journey, recalling experiences from the U16 level when coaches discussed the senior national team, a dream destination for young athletes in the program. She noted that typically only 1 or 2 players from youth teams eventually receive invitations to senior camps or roster opportunities, given the caliber of athletes who have represented the program throughout its decorated history. Clark's USA basketball path has included both roster selections and cuts, providing perspective on the program's competitive depth and sustained excellence. Numerous exceptional athletes have worn the national team uniform, earning multiple gold medals across international competitions.
Authorization, a vote on authorization to strike to go public, so the players look tough. And then at the 11th hour, they are going to get with Adam Silver and they're going to sign whatever deal is on the table. We found out the other day from a very smart guy by the name of David Sampson, a sports business guru. He come out and said that issue of revenue sharing is dead. It's not going to happen. And the NBA, the owners, are not going to agree to it.
She emphasized the importance of never taking such opportunities for granted while expressing excitement about beginning this new competitive cycle. Footage released from the second training day featured multiple players, including Sonia Citron, Angel Reese, Cameron Brinkley, and Aaliyah Boston. Observations noted Citron's physical resemblance to Clark, while highlighting Boston's continued development since her collegiate career. Practice clips revealed strong performances from several participants. Paige Buchers demonstrated particularly impressive skills, with her mid-range shooting ability drawing comparisons to elite players.
It's not going to happen, and the NBA, the owners, are not going to agree to it. And that the women would comply if they wanted to play ball. Otherwise, they would fold the league. Wow. And I mean, they simply are not going to give that up, the owners. So this was put out by Alexa Philippou over at ESPN. Why did the players authorize a strike vote? WNBA PA President Nike Aguma.
Her movement and shot selection appeared polished and refined. Boston also showed well in the available footage, indicating solid preparation heading into camp. Clark was captured in various drills, including coming off screens and working through offensive sets. The footage showed players executing fundamental team concepts and individual skill work.
Nike Agumake described the vote as, quote, a symbol of our unity and the confidence that we have in each other to be able to give ourselves some level of authority in these negotiations. But we also deem the move to give ourselves as much leverage as possible to get a good deal done. So she just told you this is a public symbol of look at us. We are women, hear us roar.
Media presence at the Durham facility proved substantial, with multiple credentialed reporters including ESPN's Alexa Philippou and Annie Costabile documenting activities. This represents increased coverage compared to initial reports suggesting limited media access on day one. Assessment of Team USA's competitive standing suggests strong favorability in international competition. The assembled talent pool appears significantly superior to other national programs, with depth across all positions.
We are women, hear us roar. They're going to end up signing a deal. I mean, but they look strong because they threw it out there that they're willing to strike. A decision on whether to strike is now in the hands of the 150 plus players, but they give it up, it's not in the hands of the 150 plus players, but in the hands of the 7-player WNBPA executive committee.
The combination of veteran leadership and emerging talent creates a formidable roster capable of dominating international opponents. The overall quality displayed during practice sessions reinforces expectations for continued American dominance in women's basketball at the global level. Physical attributes, skill development, and tactical execution all indicate a substantial gap between USA basketball and international competition. Additional footage throughout the training period will provide further insight into roster evaluation, chemistry development, and individual player progression as the selection process continues toward final roster determination for upcoming international competitions.
150 plus players, but in the hands of the 7-player WNBPA executive committee. So it's in the hands of the committee. It's amazing to me. This means we could strike if we need to, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we want that to happen. But we have it in our arsenal in order to get us exactly what we need, which is a fair deal that represents our value in a very meaningful way. Again, keep in mind, they're staring at essentially,
After an extended break from competitive action, Caitlin Clark made her highly anticipated comeback at the USA basketball training camp. The wait for her return to the court has felt incredibly lengthy for basketball enthusiasts. Video clips and statements from the training facility have started circulating, offering glimpses of the star player back in action. Footage captured Clark alongside Aaliyah Boston as they entered the training facility for the women's national team camp.
They're staring at essentially, let me just do some math. Times 7. Okay, let's see. Times 8. They are staring at an 8 times max salary increase by the end of this new proposed deal. So by the end of, let's say the deal is a 3-year deal or whatever, by the end of that 3 years, it would be an 8 times salary increase.
The Indiana Fever teammates, often compared to legendary duos in basketball history, arrived together at the venue. The anticipation for the upcoming season continues to build with each passing day. Practice clips revealed Clark in various scenarios on the hardwood. One sequence showed her in transition, racing down court before stopping and launching a successful jump shot.
Right? So, finally, on Christmas, by the way, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys are having a great one, a safe one. And, if you're partaking, not too much. Maybe some eggnog. Maybe some Crown Royal and Coke. Oh, never mind. Did I transform for a second? Did somebody say drink Tito's? That's hilarious because I think I've had 2 beers all year. Anyway,
the demonstration of her signature shooting ability brought back memories of what makes her such a captivating athlete to watch. Additional footage displayed her pulling up for another successful attempt, showcasing the quick-release shooting that has become her trademark. Defensive drills were also part of the session, with Clark participating in exercises that appeared to involve male practice players. One sequence captured a turnover she created, highlighting her two-way capabilities.
That's hilarious because I think I've had 2 beers all year. Anyway, I did used to partake a good bit, though. So today, this is dropped on Christmas. They waited to Christmas. I assume this will probably come out during NBA basketball today. Caitlin Clark's quote from Anywhere Nike ad features Travis Scott and the Kelsey brothers. They are in this ad. We're one step closer to Caitlin Clark's signature shoe unveiling, but before that, the moment has arrived in 2026.
Another clip showed her handling the basketball, moving around the perimeter, penetrating toward the basket, and distributing passes to teammates. The chemistry between players was evident, particularly in moments shared between Clark and Kelsey Plum during the session. Regarding the ongoing collective bargaining agreement discussions and potential work stoppage concerns, Clark offered extensive remarks. She acknowledged this represents the most significant negotiation period in league history and stressed its critical importance.
Signature shoe unveiling, but before that, the moment has arrived in 2026. Nike has released the first official spot centered around the women's basketball superstar. Travis Scott, the Kelsey brothers, Michael Che is in it from SNL. Lisa Bluter is in it. It's hilarious. She's in it. Stephanie White's not. I love it. I love it. From Anywhere channels, the bravado of Clark's fearless game and sets the table for the Indiana Fever star.
According to her perspective, the situation demands careful handling because fans desperately want to see games played. The product on the floor generates revenue, builds markets, and creates the excitement that drives attendance and viewership. Clark emphasized that while the negotiation process involves business considerations, both parties must find middle ground. As the deadline approaches, the stakes have intensified.
Channels, the bravado of Clark's fearless game and sets the table for the Indiana Fever star to join the esteemed society of Nike signature shoes. So let's just go over here and we will watch this together. It's a good commercial, I think. It's certainly better than that bullshit Asia Wilson commercial.
Hey, Caitlin! Can you make us some there?
She expressed willingness to contribute however possible and has worked to understand the complex issues involved. While unable to speak for every league member due to the intricacies of the situation, she identified certain demands worth fighting for without wavering, while recognizing other areas where flexibility might be necessary. Her statement highlighted this as a pivotal moment for the league and stressed the importance of not losing sight of that significance. Finding a path forward to ensure games are played next season matters not only for current fans but also honors those who built the league before this generation.
Can you make us some there? Hey, Caitlin, how about from here?
Come on, guys.
She can't make it from there. No chance.
Caitlin, conmigo, let's. You got it.
I'm not even gonna ask.
Hey, Caitlin from here might be impressive. Am I right?
Whatever, Che.
From right here.
From there.
From anywhere.
This measured response stood out for its recognition that successful negotiations require give and take from both sides. The commentary about her statement noted its sophistication and strategic thinking. The explicit mention of compromise appeared unique among player statements thus far. Understanding that both sides need flexibility to reach an agreement demonstrates awareness of negotiation fundamentals that haven't been as prominently featured in other public comments from athletes.
From anywhere.
All right, well, looks like she can do it.
All right, so there you have it. Hopefully I don't get a copyright strike on some miscellaneous song I've never heard of in the background playing, but I think it's a good ad. I do. It's going to be interesting to see the reception of this. It literally came out. Let's just take a look. Some fan reaction has come out. It came out 1 hour ago on YouTube.
Her lengthy discussion of the bargaining situation proved somewhat unexpected but underscored her influence in these conversations. Among all voices in this process, hers carries particular weight. The awareness she demonstrated regarding fan expectations, their desire to watch her compete, reflects the reality of her impact on the sport. The excitement generated by mere practice footage, simple shooting drills, and defensive exercises during training camp exceeded much of what captured attention after her season concluded.
Let's just take a look. Some fan reaction has come out. It came out 1 hour ago on YouTube. Look who got her own Nike commercial on X-Miss. Good for her. Fire. About time. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. Perfection. She should have already had a shoe ready. Yeah, before she even played her first game. Now, this reminds me of the hype that Michael Jordan got. Yeah. And I think everybody's ready. They feel like...
This phenomenon illustrates the drawing power she possesses. With this marking just the initial day of camp, more content and updates will likely emerge in the coming days regarding USA basketball activities. The organization surely recognizes her necessity for the international team roster. Her inclusion on Team USA for upcoming Olympic competition should be determined purely by basketball merit, free from any external considerations or politics.
Michael Jordan got, yeah. And I think everybody's ready. They feel like that her branding, her being injured, hurt all kinds of things last year, right? But she's fully healthy. And now she's involved with USA basketball. And, of course, the season is coming up, we hope. Boy, they better not strike. That'd be the worst move in the history of bad moves. Tell me what you think, Caitlin. Finally.
The sport itself should dictate these decisions without interference. The return of Clark to organized basketball represents a significant moment for the sport and its audience. The enthusiasm surrounding even limited practice footage demonstrates the connection between this athlete and basketball fans. As negotiations continue and preparation for international competition proceeds, attention will remain focused on her development and the broader landscape of the league moving forward.